All right, hello my friends, welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to continue on with our Junk Journal January prompts. Really fast before we get into that, I'll just do a quick run through of what I did last week. So the prompt for last Monday was opposites. We did do this here on the channel, and I did kind of a nature versus man-made little journaling card and used some of my pressed and dried flowers for that. So the next day was flow, and I've never done this before, but I did just attend a class where they talked a bit about this. So this is called Blackout Poetry, and this is a page from a book that I just chose a couple words out of, and then, you know, kind of connected them in this flowy kind of way. The prompt for the 17th was whimsical, and I just used some of my acrylic markers and drew this fun little tree and put some little doodles and stuff on it, and I thought that one was really fun. So for the 18th, it was borders. This one's really simple. It's just a scrapbooking page. I used some of my little tickets and stuff here, or not tickets, you know, these things, whatever those are called. My brain is not functioning at the moment, apparently. But I just used some scrapbooking supplies and made this little page. So the 19th was interactive, and I made my first ever little shaker page. Very fun. I definitely learned some things. I need to put more stuff in here because, like, it just kind of falls to the side if you're not really actively playing with it. But still really, really fun. I'm definitely going to have to end up making more of those. Yeah, yesterday's prompt was nature, and I just did another little scrapbooking page. I kept this one really, really simple. Just used a couple stickers and stuff that I had. And then this page, this is from the American Airmail catalogs, which I thought was really fun because it already had, you know, some swans in the background and this lovely tree. I really enjoy this book. And then yesterday's prompt was peeking out. So I created this little pocket out of a doily to house some of my pressed and dried flowers that I have laminated. Sorry guys, I'm clearly having troubles remembering words today. So today we are going to continue on with the prompt for the 22nd, which is bookshelf. But I'm also going to do the prompts for the 23rd and 24th, which are texture and fabric, because I kind of need it all to work together to make my idea work. So this might be a little bit longer than some of our other videos, just because I am doing 3 prompts in one, although I am combining the texture and the fabric ones. So yeah, we'll just get right into it. I have this book page here that I'm going to just doodle on, and I'm just going to create a little bookshelf and a couple of book shapes, and then we'll go through and decorate it. Okay, so you can see here, I just kind of sketched out roughly what I'm looking for as far as placement and everything. And then I'm just going to go through with my Artex acrylic markers, and I'm going to color all these little spots in and give a little bit of texture and stuff. Okay, so now that I have the base layer of colors down, I'm gonna go through and just line everything. For that, I'm just using this fine liner pen. I have no idea where I got this. I've had it for literally ever. But it's in sap green. So I'm just gonna go through, outline everything, add a couple details. I'll probably also go in with my white gel pen. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and quickly decorate all of this, and then we'll get on to the next step. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. The next thing we'll do is I'm just gonna cut a slit right along here where this book is, because we're gonna make it into kind of an interactive pull-out journaling spot. Oop, okay. Flip. Okay. Be very careful when using X-Acto blades. So I think that will work. And then I actually have this gray. It doesn't exactly match up, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. It's close enough. So what I'll do is measure how big this opening is. So it's about a little less than 2 1/4. So I will measure a little less than 2 1/4. So let's do 2 1/8. And then same thing up here. Did I somehow 2 1/8? 2 1/8. I don't know why that seems so crooked to me. Doesn't that seem crooked? Why is that all of a sudden seeming crooked? Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. 2 1/8. 2 1/8. I don't know why that looked so messed up to me. Okay. So then here on the top, I'm gonna need it to be a little bit wider than that. So let's go ahead and cut this off. And let's just make sure that that fits in our little slit here. Yes, good. Like so. And then I'm just gonna eyeball something a little larger than that. And this is just to keep that from sliding out. So this does not need to be perfect. Okay, and that'll keep it from pulling out of the page. So then we'll create our little book here, which is about 1/4 of an inch by 2.5, no, 2.25. So 1/4 by 2.25. Alrighty. Before I attach that, let's do just a little bit of distressing. And for that, I'm just going to use my antique linen. I don't need it to be very, you know, seriously distressed. I just want a little bit of variation. So I'll spray those up, give that a second to dry. Okay, so as you can see, I was not paying attention. Excuse me, this marker here is not a permanent marker. So once I added the Distress Oxide and the water, it ran. It's not too big of a deal. It didn't run too much, so I just dried this off. And I'm just gonna go over in the spots where it bled out a little bit just to bring back a bit of that definition. But yeah, that's it's kind of why you want to make sure you're remembering, you know, what mediums you've used, because not everything works with everything. I wasn't expecting this to be perfect anyway. I kind of like the scribbly look, so it's really not that big of a deal for me. But if you want to avoid that, then, you know, keep up with what mediums you're using. And I think that's fine. I even kind of like that that's a little more muted there now. So... but yeah, keep that in mind, guys. So, now that that's done, I will put our little journaling space here. And then we'll glue that right on there, like that. Yes. Okay, good. I'm going to actually pull it out a little bit farther because I don't want the glue to accidentally stick down to that. Okay. Then we have our little journaling spot, like so. I think I am going to just distress around the edges here a little bit. Okay, so that is bookshelf done, and we've got our little card we can pull out here for journaling space. And the reason that we are going to go ahead and do the next 2 prompts is because this paper is really, really thin. This is an older book that I'm using, and we, 1, need to cover the card up back here, but 2, we also need to reinforce this page because this page is quite flimsy. So let me show you what we're going to do for that. Okay, so for the next 2 days, the prompts are texture and fabric. So I have assembled some chiffon ribbon, some lace. I'm not sure exactly what this is. It's some kind of textured ribbony thing. And then a couple of fabrics. And what we're going to do is we're going to create just a fabric page and fabric pocket and use these three to give it a little bit of extra texture. I just figured, you know, fabric and texture basically go hand in hand. So, you know, I was like, I figured that this is basically perfect for what we want it for. I'm just going to tear this up and sew it together. I'll try and do it on screen. I'm not the best sewer, so fingers crossed, but I'm just gonna make this a little smaller than the page that we're using it for. Where's that coming from? Oh, how weird. Anyway, yeah, so I might have actually even cut this a little too small. No, I think it'll be okay because of where we have to attach it. Get rid of those extra strings. Yeah, that should be fine. And basically, I'm just going to sew all of it together and then sew this onto the pocket. So this can still move in and out, but we don't want to glue this down because that would then glue that part down. And we don't want that. So yeah, I'll just throw on a little bit of music and get to putting this together. All right, so I've got that all set up. Let me just think about this really quickly. So this is the side that goes on the inside. So this is the side that goes on the inside, so I want it to sit about right here. And I was originally going to just sew this on because I thought that would be okay, but now I'm a little worried. Yeah, I'm going to be sewing through some of the illustration there if I do that. And it's not adding as much stability as I was wanting, so let's see if this is big enough. No. Okay, that's better. So what I'll do is I'll glue this on to here, or sorry, I'm getting myself all confused. I will sew this onto here, exact same thing that I did here. It's just a really basic stitch. And then I will glue this onto the other paper, but just around the outside, because like I said, we don't want to get glue on this part or else we can't pull it out to use as our journaling spot. So I will quickly do that off camera, and then I'll be back with you guys to assemble the last part. All right, so this is all ready. The only thing left to do is to attach our pocket here. Let's just put that on a piece of cardstock just to give it a little more stability. So just go around the edges. And now I just want to make sure that I don't get any glue on our little piece there. And that should be good. Give that a bit of a press down. Let's flip that over and make sure this still works. Yep, perfect. And I'll just go through my little bag of pre-made stuff. Oh, it's not a bag, isn't it? It's a basket. And we'll use one of those. I think that looks good. Okay, so there you have it. So there's the 23rd and 24th. So we have our bookshelf here with our little pull-out journaling spot. And then we have the 23rd and 24th, which is texture and fabric. And then just one of the pre-made tags that I had in my thing. So yeah, there we have it. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like down below, and I will see you guys on Friday for the next video. Bye.